Hi, welcome to Sketching Matters. My name is Ondra and I'm an endless beginner. This video was made in collaboration with Computers for Social Change. For more information, visit computersforsocialchange.org. You can read more about this initiative in the video description. The best way to find out what type of canvas navigation works for you is by feeling it out. You will most likely end up using several methods to fly across the canvas, all of which are modifiable in the settings. But before we get lost in all the options, let's first find our way around. Let's look at a couple of the movement options. You can use the horizontal scroll bar to move left and right, and the vertical scroll bar to move up and down. To pan around the canvas, hold the mouse wheel or hold the space bar plus left click while moving your mouse. This switches your relative view of the canvas without moving or transforming anything you draw. This works especially well when combined with zooming, usually accessible by scrolling the mouse wheel or by moving a slider in the bottom right corner of the canvas frame. For better control over the zoom value, we can input a specific percentage or choose one of the predetermined options by clicking the downward arrow to open up the zoom menu. For now, let's stick to Fit View. To the left of the zoom slider, there is a rotation gizmo. It can be quite choppy. For better control over the rotation of your view, hold Shift plus spacebar while moving the mouse. To reset the rotation, simply double-click the gizmo. This brings you back to 0 degrees. Outside of keyboard shortcuts and using the mouse, we can also leverage the help of several tools in our toolbox. The toolbox is a docker, which means it can be turned on and off, resized, moved around, and pinned to any part of the canvas frame. In case you ever lose track of your toolbox, go over to Settings, Dockers, and select Toolbox to see if it is active. The hand icon is the pan tool, and the magnifying glass icon is the zoom tool. To switch between zooming in and zooming out with this tool selected, simply hold left control and click the left mouse button. Another useful method for navigation is the overview docker. Even when you zoom in and out on the canvas itself, the overview will continue showing the full view of the canvas. This docker also has the zoom in slider and the rotation gizmo we used earlier, as well as a button for mirroring the canvas. None of these changes will affect the overview. To hide these additional options, click on the pin button to show just the canvas overview. To bring them back, click on the Docker frame, keep your mouse within the Docker window, and click on the pin button again. Just like the Toolbox Docker, you can move this window almost anywhere on the screen or even across different screens. None of these ways of moving around is the one definitive method to use. There are plenty of options here, and the best way to get around is by mixing and matching what works for you, and by optimizing for speed and comfort by changing the settings to fit your needs. Thank you for your attention. The script to this video is part of the public domain. You can find a link to my video scripts in the description.